What's up, everybody? It's the Riddler here with Umby, bringing you a This
Ew.
Is in War Thunder.
War Thunder. Tell me about this game. I know nothing about this game.
War Thunder is a plane simulation combat MMO created by Gaijin Entertainment. With it's just like an online kind of multiplayer Team Fortress 2 type deal, but just with planes.
Team Fortress 2 with planes. I'm already excited.
Yeah, the average size of the maps in this are 65 kilometers by 65 kilometers for the smallest, and 200 kilometers by 200 kilometers for the biggest.
Good lord.
There are three different types of battles that you can do. Arcade battles being the most basic and least realistic, where you have 16 players on each team, and you're just going at each other in two different types of battles. You can do ground strike, where you must destroy all ground enemy units like AA guns and armored units, armored vehicles, to deplete your opponent's points. And then there's domination, where you have to seize enemy airfields by landing on them.
Alright. At what point do you Uber the sniper?
Well, I mean, let's not get complicated.
Okay.
And
So,
to help simplify with your aiming, they have a marker that shows where the plane is going to be. So you have to shoot where it's going to be rather than where it is. And if you look on the screen, it should appear right about
yeah,
now.
you are getting some sweet air flips in here at the moment. Oh, I spoke too soon.
I mean, I'm MLG at this game. Just
Yeah,
trust me.
yeah. I mean, it's in beta at the moment, so you haven't had much time to practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next up are realistic battles. These are a bit more realistic than arcade battles. Whereas if you try to do like long range, complicated, tight maneuvers while going at high speeds, your pilots can black out or you can rip the
Whoa.
wings off of your plane.
That's an interesting mechanic.
Yeah, it gets pretty realistic in this game.
So it's kind of like it's a flight simulator, but it's also a combat simulator, and you've got to take all parts of it into consideration, as if you were an actual fighter pilot.
Exactly.
That's pretty
And
awesome.
And you can play in different scenarios, like the Soviet Union, the Third Reich, because you play as different nations. You can choose from the USA, Germany, the Soviet Union, and Great Britain, also Japan.
Ooh, representing.
I personally play as Soviet Russia.
Oh, really? You
Yes, I
bloody
fly
red bastard.
giant bear with wings.
Yeah,
But
you can never defeat them.
lastly, for the type of battles you can do simulator battles, where this is the most realistic mode, where it's fairly accurate to actual fighter pilots. But the biggest thing is you can play on a setting called full real,
Oh.
and you have to play with an actual flight stick, like a real
Oh my
joystick,
god, really?
rather than your mouse and keyboard.
Well, wow. That's an interesting sort of choice because not many people are gonna own that, really.
Yeah, and it gives you like tighter control. You can play on full real with a mouse and keyboard, but it's almost impossible to do it.
And frankly, I imagine totally different from how the game designers want you to experience it.
Yeah.
Crashed again.
And with that crash, we'll be ending this. So that's War Thunder. It's a really great game. It's free to play. You can play through it on Steam, or
Oh,
you
it's
can
free
go
to
to their
play. Oh,
website.
great. Yeah, I'm gonna try this out after we finish commentating. Then
Uh,
is it an
yeah,
open
thanks
beta?
for watching. And come back to Achievement Hunter.